What comes to your mind when you hear the word Monaco? Million-dollar yachts? Luxury cars? Famous casinos? A playground for the rich and famous? Most people think of wealth, glamour, and a lifestyle that seems far away from ordinary life. They imagine sparkling coastlines, designer fashion, and some of the richest people in the world living in a tiny piece of land along the Mediterranean Sea. But what if there is another side to Monaco? A side that rarely makes headlines. A side that doesn't shine because of diamonds or gold, but because of kindness. What if behind the luxury, there are people quietly changing lives? What if some of Monaco's wealth is being used not for bigger yachts or larger mansions, but to help people facing hunger, illness, poverty, and disaster? Today, we're uncovering a story that many people never hear. The story of the Good Samaritans of Monaco. A story where luxury meets humanitarian action. And trust me, by the end of this video, you may see Monaco in a completely different way. Before we begin, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us for more inspiring stories from around the world. Now, let's dive in. Monaco is the second smallest country on Earth. You could walk across much of it in less than an hour. Yet despite its tiny size, it has become one of the wealthiest places in the world. People come here from every corner of the globe. Some come for business, some come for the lifestyle, and some come because Monaco has become a symbol of success. But with great wealth comes an important question. What responsibility comes with having so much? Should wealth simply be enjoyed, or should it also be shared? For many people in Monaco, the answer is clear. Over the years, a culture of giving has quietly grown inside this famous principality. While luxury often grabs the attention of tourists and media, generosity has become a powerful force working behind the scenes. Many residents, charities, volunteers, and organizations dedicate their time and resources to helping others. And they are not just helping people nearby. Their efforts reach across continents, from Africa to Asia, from Europe to South America. Their impact stretches far beyond Monaco's borders. One of the most remarkable things about humanitarian work in Monaco is how often it happens quietly. There are no giant announcements, no endless self-promotion, no need for constant attention. Many donors choose to remain anonymous. They give because they genuinely want to help. Think about that for a moment. In a world where people often share every achievement online, how powerful is it when someone helps another person without expecting recognition? That spirit of quiet generosity is one of Monaco's hidden treasures, and perhaps it is worth more than any luxury car parked along its streets. One important figure who has helped shape this culture is Prince Albert II. Throughout the years, he has supported environmental protection, humanitarian causes, and global cooperation. His efforts have encouraged many others to think beyond their own lives and consider how they can contribute to solving larger problems. But this story is not only about leaders, it is also about ordinary people, business owners, doctors, teachers, volunteers, retirees, young people. People who have chosen to use their skills, time, and resources to make a difference. Imagine being a child in a remote village who finally receives access to clean drinking water. Imagine being a patient who receives medical care they could never afford. Imagine being a family that finds hope after losing everything in a natural disaster. Now imagine that some of that help came from people living thousands of miles away in Monaco. That is the true power of humanitarian action. It connects people who may never meet. It reminds us that compassion has no borders. One of the biggest challenges facing our world today is inequality. While some people enjoy incredible comfort, others struggle to meet basic needs. Millions still lack access to healthcare. Millions face food insecurity. Millions live without proper education. These problems can feel overwhelming. Sometimes they seem too big to solve. Have you ever looked at a global problem and wondered, can one person really make a difference? It's a question many people ask. The answer may surprise you. History shows that real change often starts with a single act of kindness. One donation, one volunteer, one decision to care. And when enough people make that choice, something extraordinary happens. Communities transform, lives improve, hope spreads. This is exactly what many humanitarian groups connected to Monaco are working to achieve. Their projects cover a wide range of causes. Some focus on healthcare, others focus on education. Some provide emergency relief during crises. Others work on long-term solutions that help communities become stronger and more independent. The goal is not simply to solve problems for a day. The goal is to create opportunities that last for years. That approach is incredibly important because true humanitarian work is not just about giving, it is about empowering. It is about helping people build better futures for themselves. Let's think about education for a moment. A single classroom can change hundreds of lives. A single scholarship can open doors that once seemed impossible. A single teacher can inspire future doctors, engineers, scientists, and leaders. When people invest in education, they are investing in generations to come. That is why many charitable initiatives place such a strong focus on learning and opportunity. Healthcare is another area where support can make an enormous difference. For many families around the world, medical treatment is simply out of reach. Something that might be easily treated in one country can become life-threatening somewhere else. Imagine being a parent who cannot afford medicine for your child. For countless people, humanitarian efforts have done exactly that. But perhaps the most inspiring part of this story is that generosity can be contagious. When people see others helping, they often feel inspired to help too. Kindness creates more kindness. Compassion creates more compassion. One good deed can inspire another. Could that be one of the most powerful forces in the world? Not money, not fame, not influence, but simple human kindness. Think about it. What if every person who watched this video decided to help just one other person? What kind of impact could that create? How many lives could change? How many problems could become smaller? How much hope could be created? Sometimes we underestimate the value of small actions. A donation, a conversation, a volunteer hour, a helping hand. These things may seem small, but to someone in need, they can mean everything. Let's return to the question we asked at the beginning. What comes to your mind when you hear the word Monaco? Is it only luxury? Only wealth? Only glamour? Or is it now something more? Perhaps it is also a place where generosity quietly works behind the scenes. A place where people understand that success becomes more meaningful when it is shared. A place where humanitarian action proves that compassion and prosperity can exist together. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who believes in the power of kindness.